meaningful progress over the past 5 years, let's say? And where are companies still confusing that activity with actual measurable results?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think we have made changes. Clearly, I mean, we have head of NIBR, Fiona Marshall. I mean, there are more female leaders in senior roles, whether it's in tech. You saw Mira, Thinking Labs, great to see the work that she's doing there. Yes, you see more female leaders, for sure. Are we still the minority? Absolutely. Do I find myself in rooms where there's no other woman? Absolutely. Do I care? No. And here's why I'll say I don't care. Because at the end of the day, excellence matters, right?
Right.
So
Yeah,
I
100%.
see part of my job and part of my duty is to make sure whatever I do is successful to the extent I can, and not focus on activity, but focus on outcomes. So let me explain a couple of things. I think a lot of people do initiatives on women, in senior levels. I think people do a lot around panels. How often do we look at a company and say, who's actually leading the most challenging project? The riskiest project? Are women and men for equal work getting equal pay? You'll be shocked as to how often that's not the case. And I correct that. I did that at J&J. I do that here as well. It's a personal passion of mine. And then the other things are creative examples of what you can do. So at Recursion, we have something called the returnship program for women in STEM. A lot of the time women have kids and they find it really hard to come back after a few years off into the same role, even if they're experienced. We make that entry point a lot easier. And that's one of the highest rated initiatives we have at Recursion, because you want to look at what are the challenging points, not just like promoting for the sake of it. It has to be about excellence, but where is it that it gets hard to reset, to come back? So that's something that we do. And I have to say, they're one of the most grateful, not entitled and efficient leaders that we have in the company. And last thing I'll say, we have something called the Biotech CEO Sisterhood. Like, being a CEO is one of the loneliest jobs you can have, quite frankly, because you have to absorb everyone's problems and your own. And I think the Biotech CEO Sisterhood is phenomenal. It's a safe environment to just talk about the challenges that you face, and also having fantastic mentors and sponsors. I think companies focus on mentors a lot, but not on sponsors. Sponsors are the ones that are really pushing for you when you're not in that room. And I tell you, that is one of the most important things to actually have an equal career progression and equitable as well.